Keys, it's fine. Okay. Hello, I'm Mackenzie Bryant, and I am a zoo science major at Friends University. And today I will be talking to you about Humboldt penguins and how climate change is affecting them. And it will take about 5 to 6 minutes to do so. So just to start off, Humboldt penguins actually live off the coast of Peru and Chile, where it's naturally a little warmer, which seems a little weird for penguins, but they like it. But the water temperatures are still cold. The water temperatures are still cold from the Humboldt ocean current, which is a deep ocean current from Antarctica that just helps keep that water cool for them. So, most of you saw my bowl of candy, and you're probably wondering what this bowl of candy is for. So, I will need a volunteer for my candy. Yes. So, this candy in this bowl will be representing Peruvian anchoveta, which is the type of fish the Humboldt penguins like to eat. So, you see this bowl, and you're going to pretend it is a fish, and you're going to pretend you're a penguin. So you see this, what do you think?
It looks good.
It looks good, yes. And then you could have as much as you want, like you could take all of it. But what if the weather was really hot and caused only this much fish? Then what would you think?
I'd be hungry.
Yes, you would not get full, and you'd be competing for food with other fish. So if you like, you can take a piece of candy. Thank you. And so you would think, because that is what's happened, climate change is causing their food to slowly disappear. So climate change and overfishing are the two most effective things that are causing them to become extinct. The biggest factor is El Nino, and El Nino is an abnormal weather pattern which is causing the oceans to become warmer. And it's mainly in the southern oscillation, and it's basically just making the water warmer, which can be 1 to 3 degrees warmer. So the Peruvian anchoveta, which is, again, the fish that they eat, their food, which is phytoplankton, is disappearing because phytoplankton only can survive in colder water. So if their food doesn't have anything to eat, then their food's going to be killed off or move, so then they don't have anything to eat. So it's like if your mom hasn't gone grocery shopping and you go to try to find food and there's nothing, you think you're going to die because there's nothing to eat if you don't eat anything soon. So I'd like to thank you guys for coming today, and if there's any questions, I will answer them. Yes?
Are they the only species in that area that eat the fish, or?
The other fish eat that type of fish, but the penguins are the only type of bird that eats that fish. Yes.
With one competing with the fish, and since penguins are an average prey for other aquatic animals, how does that correlate with them competing? Does that mean that for them being endangered and then competing out with dying off faster, does that affect other species?
Yes, it does, because more fish that eat the phytoplankton will end up disappearing. So it causes a lot more fish to be moving out of that area, so there's not much for anything to eat. Yes?
Do the Humboldt penguins also eat the other fish that eat their
Yes, they do eat other fish, but the anchoveta peruvias are their main source. So a lot of the parents will end up just going hungry and try to get the babies to eat more. So. Yes.
Or with the penguins, have they tried taking them anywhere else, or can they only live in that area of the Humboldt River?
But the Peru and Chile, the coast, there's not really any other that would fit with them, because there's not really any other ocean currents that run through that keep the water really cold. And they live in warmer, they just like the cold water. Yes.
What is the thing we can do to prevent them, to help them?
Some things we can do is probably not to eat as much fish, because overfishing is another really big thing that's causing them to go extinct, because there's fisheries going in and they're getting more fish than they're supposed to be getting, so it's causing less fish for them to eat anyways. Yes.
So I know that El Nino it happens like only certain, like some, like certain times of the year. Like there's certain years where it's worse than others.
Mm.
Is the years where it's like not as bad? Like is it, or does it, the fish die correlating to El Nino, or are they just constantly dying?
It's usually when El Nino gets worse, like so when the water temperatures get a lot warmer, it causes like less fish to be there. So like if it's cool, like it's an El Nino's not as bad that year, there'll probably be more fish. But if it's really bad where it's like 3 degrees in temperature change, then there'll be less fish for the penguins to eat.